Driving down the road to the sale, our first major sale of 2024, and man, it was a great day yesterday, a great night. A couple of people asking me, I didn't tell you where we ate. We ate at Guy Ferrari's in. I told you guys about this place in Scioto. It was funny. We were leaving, and Ron Burke walked by, and I was talking to him about horses for a second, and I said, "Did you eat at this place yet?" And he said, "No." He said, "I heard it was terrible." I said, "I don't know who told you that," but they were lying. I've eaten like 4 times. I've eaten there, and it's been. It was good, right? Was it good? Yeah, it was very good.
Very good.
Very good food. Didn't get home last night till midnight. By the time it was all said and done, very tiring day. Were you tired? You looked tired this morning when you woke up.
You think?
We were planning on getting on the road a little bit earlier, but Snow Whitehair had to. She had never slumber. We were planning on getting up at 6:30. I don't think we really get on the way till 7:30. But went hot today. It's going to be boiling hot in Circleville, but it is not this morning, and it's hot vanilla latte. What did you got? In case you're wondering, Steve rocks the Trenta. You got the Trenta, eh? The Trenta cold brew with vanilla syrup, non-fat half. Yeah, okay. Plain old vanilla latte for me. What's wrong? What are you trying to do? Set your cruise?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're in the wrong area here.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, but you're what are you looking at? The fuel range.
No.
At some point when we get to Columbus, we're gonna need gas too. I think. Yeah, it's gonna happen too. Anyway, a number of people asking about our picks. I'm happy to let you guys know what we're looking at before the sale. I just can't put it on the video this morning. I will as the sale starts, but I can't. You can set it at 79. You're fine. You're in a 70, right? Yeah, no, serious. 79.
Okay.
You're good. No, that's 82. So, yeah, one more down. That's 75. Oh. Yeah, it's a little trigger happy. Yeah, a little more. No.
Oh my God, it goes from 78 to 80.
You know, there we go. Now we go this way, this way, this way, this way. We're at 79. We're good. For obvious reasons, I didn't want to say what we were looking at on the video. I'm happy to share what I am interested in. I have a very firm grip, as Steve does, as John does, Jim, Randy, Bob, Marcia. We all know. We had dinner last night. We all know the likelihood of what's going to take place this morning. I think, truthfully, we're going to get what we should do just for joke is put down 10 horses that we think the stable's going to get and see who gets the most right. I think
so you think the number is 10 that you want to get?
In my head it's 10. It could be 9. It could be 8. I don't know. It won't be 14. I can tell you that.
No.
So my number is 10. Yeah, I believe so. 5, 4, and 1 is how I saw it, but it could be 4, 3, and 1. I believe we're going to have a good day at the sale. My number 1 pick is a tricky one. It could go for a lot of money, but I'm hopeful, very, very hopeful that she's in our wheelhouse. She is a she, that she's in our wheelhouse, and we can afford her. So the sale's very important. Very happy with what I saw yesterday on the track. Steve is a partner of yours in what's the place?
La Dorienne.
La Dorienne. Unfortunately, I am not. You guys were extremely greedy when we were buying the horses. Everybody wanted shares, and I was left with none. So La Dorienne, I did not, but I'm very pleased with. Obviously, I'm very proud of the work we put into this filly, and very pleased with how she looked yesterday, because not only did she win the race, but she looked rather impressive doing it, which is always important. Flash Fly I was happy with. Insider Trading, clear advancement from her. Finally, she missed the entire stake season, literally. She missed everything this year, but hopefully we can get her cleared up and moving forward as we race into the fall, because truthfully speaking, here's another filly that probably going to look to sell as we get closer to Christmas, and she has 2 or 3 or 4 wins to make in those classes, so the timing is actually perfect for her. I'm not trying to downplay the disappointment of 2023 when it comes to her, but this is just where we're at now with her. Chime Bell was disappointing. Now, under scope, there wasn't a ton found, which is good. That's step 1. I want to take a look at her blood work also. Now, she was rough in the straightaways. She was running out in the straightaways. So we're dealing with something that's bothering her a little bit. Probably going to bring her back to Ohio, get Dr. Latessa to overhaul her again, have a real good look at her, and then decide what we're going to do. I mean, there is a voice inside me saying, we know the easy fix. Just put the hobbles on her, and then you don't have to worry about that. And I won't hesitate to do that if that's the case. Very likable filly, and certainly the horse that I drove 2 weeks ago was not the horse that I watched race yesterday. Something was amiss yesterday, and we'll get it cleared up. And then 3 Point Blue Chip finally pounded through that 8th win into 9, I believe now, lifetime. He'll go to Ontario and race in the backup. A lot of people saying, well, he could go here, he could go there. Got to remember too, kind of a tricky horse, not the easiest horse to race, and we could, quite frankly, leave him at the Meadows and race him up into the Open. I think he could be competitive in there, but we do have Stay Close kicking around right now up into the Open, not quite at the Open level, but up there near the top. And as I said to everybody, he's starting in the 45 right now. When he makes his way to the Open again, that might be his swan song for the stable. So happy with the way things went yesterday. And talking about Stay Close, he's our first starter today at 1:30. We missed like the first 2 starters yesterday before I realized it was races. That's how preoccupied we were and focused on all the horses we were looking at yesterday. The very same thing may happen today. I certainly don't need to update Tim on Stay Close or Drabbin. He has a pretty firm grip on what needs to happen with them. I did talk to Aaron, but likely everything I said to him will be forgotten. And it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Just drive him like a trotter. He's coming off a break. You got the 9-hole. Win if you can, but just be aware that he did make a break last time. The break was my fault, but he will if you let him, so don't. Marching Forth, I'm very interested to watch him. I talked to Mike Wilder briefly about him the other day. Not a whole lot to say. I schooled him off the gate, but a nice horse. My concern is he good enough to do in the straight numbers of 3? I think it is important to remind everybody we did pay $15,400 for Marching Forth. It wasn't like we bought him for a couple $100,000. He, on paper, is in tough today. The good news is he gets around half good. He trots and turns great, and he fits all the classes at Northfield. So my only concern was, should he been at Northfield this week? But he couldn't have got in this week. Should we have waited the 5 more days and just raced him on Wednesday? There's a distinct possibility. There's some validity to that. But nevertheless, I think if he doesn't draw a 9, we're not talking about it at all right now. JK Victory races tonight. Picked to win with the Yannick. I'm going to tell you what, he'll shake the ring rust off this guy. I can tell you that for sure. Rock Shining Star, I talked to King Kaufman briefly, just said, yeah, a little rough in the turns, but a nice horse, and, way down in class. I said, King, this horse won the Open at the Meadows 5 starts ago. He is down in the non-winners of 3,700 last 5. Don't be scared to race him. And Watch Your Mouth will close out our night. So, happy with the way the week has gone. Very, very happy with the way the sale has gone. Now, immediately after the sale, we are going to switch gears and start talking about Lexington. She knows when I ignore her, too. But I just couldn't let it keep ringing, you know what I mean? That was Amy. I'm going to have to call her back. She knows exactly why I did. So, happy with the way the summer has gone. Certainly happy with the way the week has gone. The horses all but one raced great yesterday. And interested to see what's about to take place. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. We have Delaware this week also. They already drew Sunday. We have 4 horses in there. We have Gaslight Hall in Kentucky. Steve is committed to going to Kentucky and then going to Kentucky on a farm. So what? With Dan and I on Monday. Tuesday, what do we got on tap for Tuesday? Peninsular Anvil and Lace or something. We can probably make an appointment with Liz right here to go through her farm on Tuesday morning.
I bet we could.
And then Pickpocket I race. I'll have you back in Brunswick by 6:30 on Tuesday night. You'll be in your bed before midnight. And then, right back at work on Wednesday. That's the way I see it going anyway. So, we're on our way to the sale. Feel free to follow along live if you want. I know that I'm going to give Wendy a call in a minute. Wendy's on her toes and ready to rock. those horses for everybody. You'll be able to see everything in real time and all the horses that we have purchased. So it should be a lot of fun for everybody. A little bit different format than Lexington or Harrisburg, but nevertheless, a lot of fun for everyone. So I will talk to you all very soon. We will be coming in hot right now to the sale, but we're prepared. And the first horse we're quietly looking at is early in the sale, but the bulk of our interest starts in the teens, isn't it?
You're dying to say. You're not going to say.
Oh, you're not going to say? Yeah.
No, you're dying to say.
No, I'm not telling you.
No, I know you're not. In the teens, you're already teasing.
I will talk to you all soon. Have a wonderful day, and if the weather is as nice where you are, where it is here, just take the day off. Just go do something, because it is a beautiful, beautiful day here in